Hey guys, what's up? Shin055 back making another how to draw video. Today's video is going to be on Infinite from Sonic Forces, the new Sonic Forces that comes out this Tuesday. So yeah, since Sonic Forces is coming out, I decided to be like, hey, let's draw Infinite. You know, the game's coming out. This will probably be a good time to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And this was a video request by Angel Heart the Angel / Snowwolf. So, thank you very much for your request. I hope you enjoy it. Infinite is a little complicated to draw, unlike most Sonic characters. Very jagged edges on a lot of things, but we'll get it done. So anyway, guys, get your pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright, guys, so to start out drawing Infinite, we're going to start with a big circle, like most other drawings. Something like that. Very simple. And then his body gesture line is pretty much just a line going down. What I like doing is like another kind of oval, not as big as this circle, slightly smaller, and then it just kind of goes down and over, and then down and kind of over like this. This will be his body. His hand's going to be about here, so you draw a big oval with that. And then we'll have his fingers. It'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, like, the thumb will be about here. Something like that. And then this arm will go down. And this will be like the wrist part. And then his hand will be about here. And then we got his feet. Go down and down. And he has kind of like really small limbs, especially for, or like his legs are small, and like his hands are like super big. Do another thing like that, and then get the shoe in, the shoe shape, something like that. And then this leg will be slightly bent, and over here, because Infinite flies most of the time. Or he's always seen like hovering, he doesn't really walk. So we'll get that down, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much all we need for the gesture. This is pretty solid, pretty good. This arm will just go out somewhere around here, but overall that's pretty good for the starting gesture. So now let's jump into the head and get some details in. So basically what I like to start out with is drawing his ears. Basically, so you have the circle here, you can draw the crosshairs. He's looking dead on. So it'd be something like this. But I like to start off with the ear, and it's basically like this big teardrop shape that goes off the head here. Kind of like a big horn almost. And then he has another one right here. And again, it's a big teardrop shape that connects in. And now this is where it kind of gets tricky. You're going to start from this angle here, and basically there's a line that goes down from the center of the ear kind of all the way to the nose here, like this. Same thing here, it just kind of runs through the entire face into the nose. So you get something like that. And then there'd be like another curve line here connecting these two. Once that's down, we can start about here, and it kind of spikes off a little bit. So it goes to like a spike, and then in, and then you get another spike. And then it just kind of goes in to where like this center line is, and you do the same thing on this side. Spike in, and this is kind of why like I'd say Infinite's a little bit harder than drawing other Sonic characters, because like there's just a lot of jagged edges to them, and a lot of Sonic characters don't have that. So once you get that down, we can kind of draw in his eye, which his eye basically goes off of this line right here. It kind of goes down a little bit, and then kind of in like this. But then for like some detail, it's very straight, so you draw a straight line going this way up, and then it kind of edges up, and then over, and then down for a spike, then over, and then kind of up and in like this. And then there is a little triangle spike cut here. This kind of goes over and down. And again, you want to keep it straight and angled as much as possible. So you get something kind of like that. And now you're going to want to add depth. So what I like to do is I start off with drawing a straight line across here, and then just kind of following the jagged lines you made. And every time like it kind of curves in, you draw a line going across like this. So at this angle, you draw a line going across, and then over like that. And there'd be a line going across up there too. And once you get that down, you can kind of draw in his eye, which is a big U, and then another smaller U inside. And you can shade that in if you want. But that's his first eye. And now this eye is kind of easier. Basically the same thing you do with this one, except it gets a little bit more jagged, where it goes like goes down like a triangle, and then like another triangle, and then just kind of straight, and then just goes up into a triangle, and like little spikes basically. Something like that. And then again, you're going to want to add depth, so the line's going across here, the line going here, across, down, like that. And then this can all be shaded in black. And it does help to kind of like shade it in. Just, I don't know, it makes the picture look a little bit more complete. So yeah, and again, that overall, that's the hardest part about drawing Infinite, is like it goes into a lot of like jagged, sharp shapes, which a lot of Sonic characters are more rounded. So it's weird, little challenging, but nothing too bad. And now you can kind of detail the ear a little bit more, like that. Kind of same thing over here. Like that. And now for the detail for inside the ear, you basically just draw these kind of circles or like curve lines that kind of make circles. And it kind of looks like a rainbow almost, where it just keeps going across. You just want to keep it rounded, going across. Like that, and then like that. And then for this one, you're going to shade in this part of the ear, like the inner circle here. And then every other line gets shaded in black. So this line gets shaded in black. And then this line gets shaded in black. And then for the other ear, I can't say words today. For the other ear, you'll do the same thing, but instead of the inside circle being black, it'll be white, and you just do the opposite. So this side's mostly black, and then we'll do the same thing over here for this ear, where it's kind of like a curve line, and they kind of do like a rainbow type deal. Like that. And then, alright, but instead of the inside circle being black, it'll be white and just the opposite. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're, again, especially for the sketch, if you're doing an ink, I'd say, you know, don't leave any white spots when you shade. But since this is just a shade, or like a pencil shading real quick, no problem. Cut off the line there. There you go. So it kind of gets like this weird like optical illusion effect to it. And then you can kind of sharpen in the mask a little bit. And if you want to, I didn't do this on the ink one, you can draw kind of like detail lines almost, where it's like kind of goes up and over and then in. Kind of helps with like the metal look to his mask almost. And kind of up like that. Something like that. And then now we can kind of start drawing in his body, which his body is actually pretty simple because like there's not a lot of detail to it, but he does have a the Phantom Ruby right here from Sonic Mania in his chest. So it's kind of like this kind of diamondy. It goes down, down, then up and up. And you just follow the line you made there, down, down, up and up. And then you draw a big kind of half circle and then like a little circle here to show like light reflection. Very simple, super easy. And now we're going to jump into his hands, which his hands are a little complicated, but I just kind of just jump into it. Since we kind of got the gesture here, basically what I just do is I just kind of jump in and start, this hand kind of just curves over, or this finger, over and up, and then just kind of curves in, and then in like that. And then he has like really sharp nails, so I just draw that in. And then this finger is draw kind of like an oval type shape like this, where it kind of goes out, in a little bit, and then out again. And then another sharp nail like that. And then same thing over here, kind of in and over. And then another sharp nail like that. And then this finger, the pinky, will do the same thing as the index finger right here, which kind of goes out, over, and up, then kind of curves in, and then you get the little spike nail there. Super simple, not too hard. And then the thumb kind of goes out this way, kind of curves in. I like starting about here, where the thumb will kind of curve out, and then over. Like this, and then another curve line here. It's kind of curves into like the fatty part of the hand, or the palm. And then a little nail there. A little palm here. A little curve line to show the palm of the hand. And then you get kind of like this line going up, over, and across for like his wrist part of his glove. And then the hand just kind of goes in there. And then there, like that. So it's kind of like leaning towards you. Very simple. And then we kind of just jump into kind of the rest of his body. Which his body kind of just goes down and in like this. It's kind of like a straight line. Again, he's very kind of basic in terms of body. It's just pretty much an entire black shape. I'll go over and then in. And up. And then his body details, there's 2 spikes on the edge here. Little spikes that go off his side. Like that. And now we can just draw on the other hand, just to get the hands out of the way. I'll probably just go down like this. A little curve line, kind of go up. And then his gauntlet or wristband, basically just kind of spikes up here like that. It just kind of goes down and in. That's pretty much his wrist. And then for this one, I again just draw it in. I start off with the thumb about here and just draw a curve line going in and out like that. Then kind of curve it around and in and over. And then this part goes into the index finger, which the index finger is kind of going out. Like that. And then the next finger goes out and over. Kind of draw a little curve line to show it curves in. Then next finger. And you kind of don't see the pinky, but if you want to, you can kind of curve it this way. So you just see the bottom of it like that. A little curve line there. And again, you draw little fingernails. Like that. Pretty simple. And now for this, you're going to kind of draw like a V here, and then just round it off, and then just kind of follow the line you made. There's just like a metal part of his glove right there. Pretty simple. Nothing too hard. And now we can jump over to his shoes, but his shoes are actually kind of complicated. So to draw a shoe, basically, I like to start with like kind of like this rectangle right here. And then it just kind of spikes down like this. There's just like a metal part kind of in the middle here. And then there's kind of like a curve line like this. Kind of curves out and then over and around. And his shoes are like super like spiky and metal. So it just kind of goes around and you kind of get that curve line again here. Like that. And then I start from this angle and just draw a line kind of curving in. Oh man, I cannot talk today. And then start from this angle and kind of curve it in like this. Again, it's kind of complicated, but you want to keep it like very sharp and jaggedy. There's like another part here that kind of goes over in, kind of points out a little bit. then goes in again, and then you draw little detail lines that kind of go like this. And then the shoe part kind of curves up and over, and then into like kind of like the spike. And it goes up, and then over, and over and in. So you kind of get like a swoop, and another swoop, point, and then kind of whoop whoop. I don't know if that explains it very much, but like if you just follow the motions, you know, curve line, point. That's pretty much the shoe shape you want to go with. And then it kind of curves out over here, in, and kind of gets to a point, kind of spikes over this way. This is a straight line there, and a curved line like this, goes around and over, and another one over here. And then he just kind of has like straps on his shoes, so basically just kind of like this curved line with an oval, like that. Just kind of curves around, goes back in, and then same thing over here, like that. So that's pretty much one of his shoes. Again, it's super spiky and like really jagged and metal, so you wanna keep that in mind when you draw it. And then the same thing over here. We're gonna draw the rectangle again, but kind of curve it a little bit, just to show it on its side and how it wraps around. And then we got the jagged curve line that's like this one over here. Do the same thing, that goes around and over. And draw a little curve line for the leg, just show it like disappears in the foot, or in the shoe. And then you just draw a little curve line that goes around like this. And then we're gonna draw it kind of like the same like swoops we did here, but about one here and another one here, and kind of points out and then goes over. So again, it's pretty hard to explain, but you get the one swoop and then another swoop, and then it points in and over. And now you get a little V right here with a curve line that's the base of the shoe. And now basically you just get the little bands that go across like that. But that pretty much is it for the shoes. And now you can draw on his tail, which his tail it's kind of like one of Tails' tails, which kind of goes out and then over. But then it has like a lot of big like teardrop shapes in there. So you get 1, 2. Actually, you want it like more teardroppy, like that. 3, and then it kind of gets smaller as you go down. So this one, and then this one kind of points off like that. It just goes up and over. And then there's kind of like these little jagged spikes that kind of go up where his tail goes. Like that. That pretty much sums that up. And then we're going to erase that and that. And now to finish it off, we can draw in his like kind of dreadlock things he has going on, which actually are pretty easy to draw. We're going to start up here, draw just a curve line going up and over, like that, and then another curve line about here. And then off this one is kind of just a curvy up and down line. And just kind of follow it like that, and then be like another one going this way. And again, his hair is kind of like floating, so it's kind of going all over the place. So you can keep that in mind when you're like drawing it. And just a couple out here. And you kind of go crazy with it. I've seen like pictures of Infinite with like a bunch of these, but just like a few would be okay. Maybe you can draw one standing up here, like that. But yeah, that pretty much sums up how to draw Infinite from the new upcoming Sonic Forces. It comes out actually this Tuesday. That's kind of why I saved drawing Infinite until now. He is pretty complicated. And my wash is done. And he is pretty complicated. He's one of the harder Sonic characters to draw, mainly because just like all the jagged edges, and it's kind of hard to explain in words, like how to make some of these shapes. But I think if you just watch the video and kind of follow the motions that I make when I draw, it shouldn't be too bad. He's not too impossible to draw. But anyway, I'm going to show you a more inked version of the picture, and hopefully get them both in camera over here. But something like that. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave that in the comment section below. I will try my best to write back to you. And if you have any requests, I do take requests. The way requests work is you leave your request in the comment section, and then I take your name, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make how to draw videos, I randomly pick one off the list. There's no order or time, or it's just what I feel like drawing that day. So, yeah, so there's no order. And also you can follow me on DeviantArt, Twitter, Twitch, all the links in the description below. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in some other video. Alright, guys, later. Bye-bye.